Alright, so I fucked up at the beginning of this because I forgot that on a PlayStation out in the lounge I have it set to record half-hour videos, which is enough to get yeah, you know, your average Apex game, and then half the next game as well, fully recorded inside. Didn't do that on this PlayStation. Still set to record 15. We'll be updating that pretty soon. Probably after this video, in fact. So I missed out the first bit. Basically what you missed in the first bit though. So me and my other dude dropped down. Oh, other dudes, sorry, dropped down. We did have a third. Probably noticing at this point that there isn't a third here. So we dropped down. I started out with a P2020 and RE45. One of our other guys got dropped pretty much straight away. Very unfortunate. I killed one guy. Managed to get the other guy's banner. And when me and the current guy you can see downed, we're on our way to get him resting everything. He quit, which is a bit average. We killed the guys that were trying to kill us previously. We would have been able to res him, is the annoying thing. But he quit like literally as we were at the respawn point. We then all come around here. Saw another guy. I think I downed. No, I didn't down him. I shot at him, but he gapped, and he downed my other buddy. But I managed to get his beacon. So just there, you probably noticed like one of the most enthusiastic team res attempts ever. I downed his mate. He had just dropped in, literally naked with no guns. Goes in and tries to res his teammate while I'm gunning down his third compatriot. Fucking good on him. Probably should have thought it through a bit better. He didn't, but it's alright. Is what it is. But then when I'm going to the airport, my squad member, he fucking leaves. Like, anyway. Come over to the runoff here. I'll go quiet soon, because you can hear a guy right about there, trying to sneak up on, well, wandering around. Possibly doesn't even know where I am at the moment. So I figure I'll just heal myself. He'll either hear it or he won't. Either way, I need the health. Fuck up the zipline, because why would you not? Grapple, sorry, not zipline. Fuck up the grapple. On 2 accounts now. That guy was so determined to get to cover that he just didn't realize he could have just dropped down, which would have screwed up my aiming more, because it's like a really super quick drop and then ducked into the tunnel. Anyway, it is what it is. I light up this guy here for a little bit. This guy's on fuck all health now. Now, originally I was not sure if I actually downed this guy. Turns out I did, which is great, because I forgot that I had gunned down his the first guy. I forgot that I completely thirsted him and everything. So there's a bit you'll see up ahead shortly where I'm thinking that I am going to have someone flank me. So I start chilling out, waiting for him, kind of camping out a little bit, but not like in a horrible sitting in a corner with a shotgun kind of way. Also noticing, like, upon watching this back again, my shooting style at like medium range with the Spitfire definitely could use a bit more aiming, I guess, would be a less than charitable way of saying it. But like, I mean, I'm kind of firing in the general direction. Suppressing fire, it's alright. Just channeling serial figures from Archer. You know, without being a whiny little piece of shit. So this is the bit that I was saying before, because I couldn't remember if I had downed the entire squad or if I had downed 2 of them and the second one got away, because I didn't know if that grenade was actually the kill on the last guy. Turns out it was, and I was just sitting here, you know, fondling my mustache or some shit. But you know, I get bored of this pretty soon, because I figure he's not going to be out in the ring, and I start moving. Now the other thing as well, like I came into the pit here shortly, and I'm used to the pit, like when you get into it, being one of the first places that gets just picked clean. Because occasionally me and my buddies drop in here, we pick it clean pretty early on, or we'll come in here second, and there'll always be people either in here or who have landed here and just fucked off after that. Now coming up, there's a bit where I think I hear something. Turns out I did hear something. I just didn't realise I heard it, because I couldn't immediately see it. Now, because I've watched this back a couple of times. When I originally was in the game, I thought this was going to be a squad of 3, and I legitimately thought this was where I was going to die, so I jettison every single motherfucking one of my grenades and start just trying to do some weird shit, which, as it turns out, works really well in my favour. I'm checking my ammo here. I've got decent ammo at the minute for a gunfight, so I'm figuring I'll try and take down as many of the motherfuckers as I can. Because I'm thinking these guys are taking a wee while to actually get round to my position, so I start thinking they may be trying to flank, or have like one person flank and the other 2 keep my attention over the side. Because that actually works really well. Like if you think you've got like a squad in the middle, you get 2 people to keep their attention, you keep on just ducking back in and out, like you're probably going to take a little bit of damage, but you heal up and everything like that. And then the guy who comes in the back, you sync it up so you can basically all push at the same time, and anyone caught in the crossfire just gets turned into ground beef. And it works really well. So I thought that's what they were going to do to me. Turns out, after rewatching this, there was only 2 dudes. So they could have still tried that, but they probably wouldn't have been as successful at their scheming. But yeah, the wonderful thing with Pathfinder, and in particular in this situation where I'm going up against Bangalore and they've smoked themselves and they can't see what I'm doing, I put up that zipline before, so I don't know if that guy was coming running around the corner to try and attempt a rush on me or anything like that, like around down the corner where he thought I was, or if he was fully intending to always come and go on the zipline to get up to me. Either way, it's putting people into a more favourable position for me, which Pathfinder is very, very good at, if you've got players who are getting a bit desperate. Which these guys definitely were, because obviously now that guy... See, I still think it's, at this point I'm still thinking it's maybe 3 people, but it's not. So this guy, he knows it's only 2 people, and he knows it's only him left, so he's got to be panicking, which is why I'm assuming he came running in, then ducked all the way back. Now, I pretty rapidly come back to that one shortly, because I'm thinking that I need more ammo. Because I've only got 2 clips, and 2 clips for anyone who uses Spitfires a lot is... 2 clips is not much. You can burn through that in like less than 30 seconds. So I do a quick check, because I've got this entire area. Like, if you look at where the ring is at the moment, I got this entire area to myself. I know there's no one that's going to be sneaking up on me. And I've now, at this point, realised that there is no fucking way that they had a 3rd person, because obviously their squad fully died when I shot them all. So that's great. So I'm feeling pretty confident. Gonna have to run through the storm, or the ring, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, pretty soon. Call it, yeah, call it Storm. Throwback from playing Fortnite. I'm thinking now this next little bit, because you see where the ring is gonna be. It's kind of over that little. I always think of it as like a little island. Like if the whole area was flooded, it would be an island. But it's like this little island in the middle, which is right where the ring is at the moment. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to go up there. I can have the high ground, which means if there is a third squad, they're probably going to have a pretty difficult time getting up to me, and I may actually just be able to out-heal them in the ring, because unless they've got a Pathfinder or an Octane, which, to be fair, most squads are going to have one of those two these days anyway, because Octane is super good. Still can't believe that guy didn't turn around when my zipline anchor hit down. Because it's not quiet. It's not a quiet noise, but he was so focused, or just hard out listening to like death metal or something like that, or was actually fully deaf. But he just did notice, which proved his undoing. Now I don't know if you noticed, on the 2 times where they've been trying to self-res, it's real fucking loud. Like you can hear that shit like a mile off, so that's why I immediately dropped down and started thirsting him. Because it was either him resing himself or his buddy resing him. Either way, I would be having the drop on them, so always going to be a good idea for me to drop down there. In my opinion, anyway. Now pretty soon, I'm going to realise that I've had my microphone off this entire time. I'm going to turn it on. First thing I'm going to say is probably some swear words, because I'm realising that I'm a fucking idiot. Which, I mean, let's be honest, we've all had that realisation at one point or another in our lives. So I go back up here though, because once again, high ground, glorious thing. And now that the next ring is absolutely going to be favouring me if I'm up here, it would be the dumbest thing for me to do to not go in there. Not go up here, sorry. Where the fuck? And there's me realising that my microphone had been turned off this entire game, and that the call-outs I'd been doing were falling on not deaf ears. They were just getting eaten up by, I don't know, the walls, blanket on my bed. You know, nothing that's actually going to be useful. So have a quick nosy around. See this little guy. Now this guy I feel a little bit bad for, because he is definitely a carry. Like, he opens the door right here for my grenade. See, look, how much more accommodating could you be to your enemy? Wow. Doesn't even close the door, doesn't run away from the grenade. Wow. Okay. As you can hear, at that point, I am in awe. Come on, buddy. Up you come. Another great reason another reason that Pathfinder is great is you can kind of use him to do this kind of stuff, because that other guy, I guarantee you, is not really focusing on the map. Gun poking out. Because you can see his gun poking out. Let's try to bait a couple of bullets out. Like, if you hear a Spitfire, don't try and bait more bullets out. That person, if they're using a Spitfire, is gonna have been collecting bullets that entire round, hopefully, if they're intelligent enough. And there you go. So that's how you solo when 2 of your fucking squads leave. That grinding noise you just heard probably again, that's a guy repairing my roof. Apologies for that. Probably a good thing I didn't have my mic on the entire time. Anyway, thanks for watching. Peace. Champions. Be a good motherfucker. Also, like, subscribe to Buttsman, because he's a good motherfucker too. Peace.